Right, picture this. You're at a family gathering and you're asked to look after your little cousin. You start talking about whatever kids like these days, and you get his attention. Now, questions. An infinite chain of questions, seemingly never ending. You explain something to them, they ask why, and how, and why again, until they unintentionally start an existential conversation about whatever topic you brought up. You can see how this can get pretty annoying really fast. And you can see how most parents that would have to deal with this kid all day will eventually get sick of the never-ending barrage of questions and teach their kid to stop asking. This is one thing I have definitely been taught as a kid. My naivete, also known as being an innocent babysitter, has gotten my family members into some very awkward situations, to say the least. Just because I kept asking questions about things I didn't understand. Let me walk you guys through one of my experiences as a 3-year-old kid. I grew up in a somewhat religious household, so talk about God and morals and all that shit was something I heard every day, and it justified everything I did. So I'm just sitting on the toilet one day, producing nuggets, and with each droplet of water grazing my ass, I get more and more curious about the existence of God, and who was there before him, and how did he create everything, who created God, etc. You know, shit a kid would think of if you tell him about this omnipotent, omniscient being that knows every move you make, and that created everything. Shit a kid would ask. I'm sure you know what I mean. Coming to the all-knowing parents about it, I am yelled at and told to never have such blasphemous thoughts ever again. You just have to believe. Luckily for me though, I never stopped being curious about these sorts of abstract ideas, and always kept on searching things up just to satisfy my own hunger. Unfortunately, the perspective of the people around me hasn't changed one bit. In fact, it might have gotten worse and more close-minded, warped by religious dogma and zeal. If enough people watch this video, I'm certain that my words resonated with many of you, having to look up topics and search up things that interest you while having to hide it from your own family or friends, whatever. And even the closeted atheists or agnostics among you are also nodding your heads. I brought up religion, but culture and tradition, as well as social norms, are all factors that kills one's freedom of expression and keeps many people from finding themselves among all the limitations their entourage forces upon them. I mentioned that I kept on being curious, but it really wasn't an easy transition. I went through the inevitable existential phase and came to a conclusion. Humans are ever changing, and stagnation, as well as refusing to change your views in the face of overwhelming evidence that contradicts one's belief, aka being ideological, is no way to live. It basically goes against your very nature of being an intelligent, ever-evolving animal. The purpose of this short video is very simple. Socrates, Diogenes, Nietzsche, Carl Jung, all these people were adults with a childlike curiosity. They never stopped wondering and asking questions about what happens around them, why it happens, how, and so on. And perhaps if more people were to unshackle their minds and go on the unfamiliar path of knowledge seeking, even you, watching this, could be a big name in history and not just another number that once was. Thank you for watching, and remember, think for yourself.